want to talk about it like it comes out naturally after delivery. Breast milk will just start pumping out like immediately after you deliver. That is everything I've been hearing. Nobody prepared me at the first time mom that I'm gonna struggle a little for that breast milk to come out because they call it what? Liquid gold. When I had my first, I suffered and battled with inverted nipple. I had it before now, but the fact is that I thought that after delivery just pop out and I would be able to breastfeed. But I had to figure it out myself because going to the medical house, what they told me was scary. What they told me was scary, and at the second it got better and better. So I'm going to share my story of breastfeeding the two boys today. I'll be sharing with you everything I did in order to breastfeed my first child, in which I was having inverted nipple, and the second child, which it became better by the day. So stay tuned to the end of this video and do well to drop me a comment in the comment section if you have felt one way or the other like that before. You are struggling to breastfeed your baby, drop me a comment in the comment section and we'll get to talk from there. Hello, welcome back to my channel, Mama. This is Heritage Mama. I talk about motherhood, marriage and relationship, and that is what we are about to talk about here, motherhood. I'm sharing my journey as a mom of two with you. I'm comparing the journey, trying to teach or discuss in stories everything I've learned so far in the first and the second, and today to be another one which I'll be discussing on the struggles I had in breastfeeding my child at first as a first time mom, and also I was able to win it and move on to the second child, and I'm breastfeeding presently at this point. So this month of August is a special month for me because my baby boy will be turning 1 this month, and I've determined in my heart that I'm going to use this month of August to share one or two of my motherhood journey, and I was able to drop 2 series now. If you have not watched it, let's go back and watch it. Actually, if you have a pregnant friend, family, whatsoever, yourself, go well to check the part 1 of this series where I did some confessions that will help you stay through during the pregnancy period, and the second one was where I was able to talk about everything I faced in the first baby and the first pregnancy and second pregnancy. I was able to navigate it through, and today we're talking about what I faced in breastfeeding my babies. You know, everyone talk about it that it will just be pumping out once you have skin to skin time with your baby. The breast milk will start flowing, but no, I was only able to breastfeed my baby a day to the naming. A day to the naming, that was the 6th or 7th. I gave birth on Wednesday night. I was able to start breastfeeding my baby on Tuesday. We have been trying since we gave birth to him. We've been trying, it was not latching. Everybody helped me. The midwives in the hospital before I was discharged, they helped. No, I started pressing it through. It was coming out little by little. When we got home, my husband got a manual pump. We will never do that again. We will never do that again. We will never ever encourage anybody to get that manual pump. We got the manual pump. It started pressing. So we got the cholesterol. We were able to spoon feed him because we advised that we should not use bottle in the beginning so that he won't get used to bottle feeding than nipple. You know, the nipple looks like, you know, there are some teeth of the bottle now that they did like nipple, so that the child will be able to be feeling like it's sucking from the mouth. But if it is not original, it is not original. If it is not direct from the breast, it's not the same. Anyway, that's by the way. So I was saying that we were able to get the manual pump. We were able to pump for me, I think on Saturday after the delivery. We were able to pump and we were giving him a spoon. Yeah, still it's not enough for him because he wants to eat, so we had to get him formula. Get him formula immediately after delivery so that he was able to eat. So we're trying every day. I'll put him on the breast to latch, but it wasn't latching. It wasn't ready to start sucking because he already getting spoon feeding expressly. So I was struggling with that my breast milk wasn't coming. I was taking everything I know how to take. Then I should take pap. I started taking pap. My cousin will remember this. She's watching this actually now. When she came visiting, you are not. I said I'm drinking pap for what? For milk production. I drank pap, drank tea, plenty of water, but nothing. It wasn't dropping. Then one of my big sis, I will never do that again. Please, if you're watching this and some older women offer you some things that you think is good for you, please accept it. Ask them what is it for. I never asked what it was for because she said she wanted to come with something for me on the day of the naming. She said she wanted to bring pepper soup for me on the day of the naming. I was like, we are not ready to do the naming that. Myself and my husband were agreed even before now, while we are cutting, we agreed that he doesn't really like that fact of doing elaborate them ceremony 8 days, 7 days after the naming, after the delivery, that he likes the woman to recuperate before we now start doing any paparazzi and any celebration that will bring people together, that will stress the woman. So he just said we'll do it in the sitting room to name the baby, and 41 days after we'll be able to do the elaborate celebration. So that was it. That was why I told her that okay ma, we are not doing elaborate naming till 41 days, this and that. She never told me that it's for my good. I said no. I said I will get pepper soup. I never knew that there is a pepper soup called the newborn pepper soup. There's a pepper soup called that. If you're in Nigeria also, I've seen when I was watching online after 10, when I was preparing for my second child, I was able to see that some people that left Nigeria over there, they are even cooking it there. When their parents are going, they will get some things for them to cook it. They said it's newborn pepper soup, and there's something spicy there that will help boost to help you flush down more dirt from your body, and also to produce more milk in the breast. I'm jumping, right? So she said that, I did not know. I just told her that my husband didn't get me pepper soup. So actually, true to the truth, my husband was getting me pepper soup, but I was taking pepper soup when it was cold and it was useless. I never knew. No, when you get pepper soup, it was hot. I will be busy with the baby or busy with one or two things, and I will take it just like that, just eating the meat and the fish. I never knew that it was supposed to benefit me, and it was not even the right pepper soup for me to take. So I was thinking, I was like, there was no difference. So it was, I think, close to 41 days that someone now visited my mother-in-law when I was there, and she was like, did I even take pepper soup? I said no. She said, that pepper soup, she used to encourage people to take it, that it will help them flush down their system easily, and also boosts the breast milk. I was like, Mommy, you did not tell me anything. She said, that she did not know. I was like, this one, I will not miss it in my second. And I made sure I held her to that. That by the grace of God, I'm going to share the video with her for her to watch. By the grace of God, when I was pregnant with my second child and it was getting closer to the delivery, I told her, Ma, expecting though, please, my pepper soup must be ready. And she did it. We will come there. So I missed that pepper soup part, and everything I saw online that people were using for breast milk. I don't take oats. I started taking oat milk, oats and coconut, oats and apple, oats and banana. I took everything. Everything took a brief, that is correct. I took it still. Low production. Sometimes I will be breastfeeding the baby, will be crying. I will be crying alongside. Hey, I'm breastfeeding this baby. I will call my husband again. This baby is not sucking. So what did I see online? What did I want to buy? I will tell him when it's coming back up. If he gets it, I will take it. No different. I started taking granola. No difference. Okay. And I began to just say, okay, but I still desire to give this guy breast milk, like exclusive. I want to do exclusive breastfeeding. I was able to do that, but it took me my sweat. Then dealing with the vital delivery that I talked about, when I went to the hospital after delivery, when we saw the pediatrician, she was one that helped my baby to latch. That was a day to the naming when we went for checkup for jaundice and all that. So when they saw the baby, I said, Ma, this baby is not latching. She said, how did I used to do it? I told her how they taught me. They said scissors method. I told her, she said, no, I should put the baby to breast, and she put the baby's mouth to the breast. And my baby that has not been sucking for how many days started sucking. My husband was amazed because we were there together. My husband was amazed that, what have we not done for this guy to do this thing? He said, we did not do it in the right way. I said, hey, go for experienced people. Go for experienced people. So they taught me how to do it in the hospital. I watched online how to latch a baby on the breast, but I never got it the way the pediatrician put his mouth to the breast and it began to suck. And since that day, that was the end of it. Then I had to show and the pediatrician that please I have inverted nipple. This one is not coming out. I thought after delivery to come out because I told the doctor when I was pregnant of my first that this is it about this nipple. She said that I should not worry that it will come out. That I should just be cleaning it and be drawing it out. That's what he told me. I was doing that, but still it didn't come out. So I told one of the doctors, he said, the pediatrician said that's not our work. I should try to see the gynae or see other doctors and all that. So I went in to see one of the gynae was very busy. So I went to see one of the doctors. He was like, they will operate this type of nipple so that it will come out. I said no, they're not operating me. I went to see the MD. He said he pulled it out, pulled it out. He said don't worry, I should start continue to pull it out. I went to pull. I started calling my friend, Mrs. Emmanuel. God bless you, I love you. And all my friends, oh, I love you. Everybody, Mrs. Emmanuel, I called her. Please, oh, my friend, how am I going to do this and that? She also have a sister-in-law that is a nurse. She called the mom for me. She said, I have to buy syringe. The part of the syringe, not the needle, remove the needle. I don't have anything to do with the needle part of the syringe. We cut it, we started putting it inside. My mother will help me drag it out. It is painful, but I was enjoying it. Oh, it's not paining me. I said it's paining me, but it's not about the pain. It's about what I want to see as a video. That's why I celebrate every woman. And no matter the pain we've put through, we still enjoy it just because of one thing. Women, God bless you. God bless every one of us. And I pray that none of us will cry over our children. Our children will excel and do well in the name of Jesus. And there will be kind children. There will be kind children. There won't be wayward children in the name of Jesus. So we started doing that over time. Even they told me there was one before I got that one of syringe. I was one they said I should put rubber band. I was going to put rubber band on it. I draw it. I was feeling pain, but still in the pain, I would just endure that. Let this thing come out so that it's not good for the baby to be latching on one breast alone. You have to be doing the two of them simultaneously so that the other one will not feel heavier or feel useless. How will I say it? There's a way that when breastfeeding mom knows that when you give baby only one part of the breast, you will see the effect of it on your breast. One will be bigger than the other. That's the result. So we're trying to cover out that, then also that the breast milk of the other side will not get sour. So we started doing it, and by God's grace we did it over one, and it also painful to the point that when the baby wants to latch on it, I'll quickly call my husband. I'll tell him, where try it, let it try it. I'll put the baby's mouth, he won't catch it. The baby will cry. I say, well, you have to wait. We'll try it until the baby catches it. And before you see, it started getting better and better. And I stopped using the syringe. That was how I was able to get through it. I checked online also, I saw it, but I did not really get the way they explain it and everything. But later I caught a particular person that explained it better for me, where they were using the syringe to pull out the inverted nipple. So if you are looking for help, please seek help and don't be quiet. A closed mouth is a closed destiny. A closed hand that cannot type and search out for information is a closed destiny. Though you might say that so many things are online that are not. So I had to be checking my notes. I didn't want to miss any point now. I had to check my notes. So I want to go through. Then looking at along the line, I need to start pumping. When my baby clocked 4 months, I need to resume back to work. There are some stories about that. You see it in my previous videos, like why I quit my job. I was able to see that particular story there because I was able to. The first time I was to resume back to work when my baby was 4 months and I was doing exclusive. I didn't want to take him to the crèche by then, but still we were able to try to look at for how do we want to do this. But before then, I already got an electric pump, a double electric pump, which I was using sometimes, but it didn't really collect it. Then also when you are pumping for 31 hours and there's not much productivity, you just feel like I don't need to do this again. So in my last video, if you have not watched it, please do well to watch it. I was able to talk about that. I was given a compulsory leave, which I started my leave earlier than expected. I was given a compulsory leave at week 32, and looking at my resumption now, I have to resume to work while my baby is 6 weeks, which is not possible. I had to send a mail to my office that I can't resume at this particular time because my baby is just growing. Even myself, I'm just recuperating from everything that happens. And okay, they sent back a mail that they extend my leave for 3 months but no pay. I said no problem. Let me take care of myself and my baby. And when it was time again for me to resume, at when it was around 4 months, I was still finding it difficult to resume because at the first time, you don't want to leave your baby, right? If you've experienced this before, please drop a comment for me in the comment section. If you know anyone around about experienced having to leave their babies at the early age to be able to face their career, please drop a comment for me. You are the real G, sincerely, mothers are trying. So I wasn't finding it easy for me to go and resume work. By that time, I went to my office. I wanted to even resign. But when I discussed with my boss, I was able to tell him that from Highland to mainland is very far. For me to be able to get back to the baby and all that, it was not like, okay, in the first 3 months of my resumption back to work, they will allow me to be closing early around 3:34. I'll be resuming by 9. I said, okay, thank you, sir. So I went home, I discussed my husband, so we had to call in my mom-in-law to please come and help us. So she used to come home every Monday to stay with the baby till Friday. So she'll be in our house from Monday to Friday. I'll pump, put it in the fridge. I taught her how to use it already. So she will give the baby while I was away to work. So the baby was taking breast milk, pumped breast milk in the bottle for 2 months straight at home. When I come in the evening, I'll put him on breast directly. When I'm at work, all my head is calculating milk. Anywhere you see me pumping. Even though I'm on official assignment at work, my dear brothers and sisters, my pump, I have what I wear overall. If I can see one or two of pictures, I don't even need to have that picture. I will look out for it. I used to wear one overall on myself, so I'll pump underneath and pour it. Even if I have a colleague that was sitting up with me, he's a guy, he wouldn't even see me do anything because I cover myself up and I'm pumping on my decks. Before, when I started, I would step out of the office, go somewhere in a secure place, I'll start pumping. When I saw that I was not producing well, like I was not being productive at that period, I would just leave my desk. I have to devise a means of getting one of my button down maternity wear. So I wear it over in my front, put the pump, put everything where I'm sitting down, and I'm pumping and doing my work. And it was well productive. So anytime I'm at work, my head is calculating, pumping. You can ask that, how did I preserve it? I used to go to work with a block. I'll put it in a cooler, carry it and leave there. Sometimes we have an enclosed place where our this water dispenser is, the fridge down the dispenser. I put it there sometimes when I know that I can oversee it. But that was how I was able to navigate breastfeeding my baby, or let me say pumping for my baby for that first 6 months. So when it clocked 6 months, it started going to crutch. Then that story that it started going to crutch by 6 months. I was still pumping, It did take breast milk to the crutch, maybe like 1 or 2 bottles. Then yes, it started solid by 6 months. So that journey starts on its own, and I was able to navigate it to the career of well, and the boy did so well and so doing well. So for my second baby, I already know the hack. Before my delivery, I've already booked that mom since then that they are going to make me pepper soup. Immediately we delivered, we called her, mommy, I've delivered her pepper soup. She came. As we're coming home, I delivered on Saturday morning, in midnight Saturday. So we got home Sunday evening after everything. No jaundice, nothing, no complication. I didn't even take any drip. I didn't take any drip at all. I took drip for my first. I didn't remember to say that in that particular video that I did last. So if you watch that particular video and you're watching this one, it's a bonus. I didn't take any drip for my second baby. I took drip for my first, and that first was to I think for blood clotting or something, because I had tears. So I think that was what that was for. So that, by the way. So my second baby, I've already booked my hot pepper soup. And I already also got the hack of sugar cane. Get this hack now, sugar. Immediately I delivered like this, I thought my husband to get me sugar cane. I took plenty of sugar cane, and I can feel it that almost immediately I was able to give my boy breast, but not really enough. So we had to get him for formula for that period, for him to just take formula so that I won't feel so hungry, since my production is not getting much at the beginning, but it was latching. It latched in the morning on Saturday morning. I already know better how to do it. So I took two sugar cane. I was taking sugar cane, taking water, anything fluid. I started taking it, but that sugar cane is a big arc. It's a big arc for breastfeeding mom. I didn't even take oats during the second one. I didn't take oats at all. I just started taking sugar cane. Then when I got back home on Sunday evening, my pepper soup, she already prepared it for me from home, then came to eat it up in our place. I took it hot. That night I was dripping. You know when they say somebody is dripping glory, this one I'm dripping breast milk. All my clothes were soaked. I was like, is this what I missed in my fault and I suffered a little while? Yes, that's what the Bible said. Don't worry, this suffering is not forever. The suffering is not forever, and I've gotten the hack. I took that hot pepper soup, it changed everything. She put yam, or yeah, she put yam in it. I took it in the morning. Then also I had the hack of one specially made pap. If you want me to do a video on that, let me know in the comment section. That pap is so special, like they will call it newborn pap. It's for newborn mom, for you to be able to get more. So I did that also, so it helped me all through, and I was able to breastfeed my baby, and they all did so well, so well. So they're able to do that. So after the breast milk started flowing, the latching was better and quicker. Yes, I felt more confident when I was the second time. I felt more confident in myself, and because I've known what I made mistakes. See, it's good for you to know what you made mistake on before and don't repeat it again, so that you're not just be repeating the same thing and getting the same result. So I already able to note that this is the mistake I made in the first. I don't want to make it in the second. So I did better, I did more research, asked more questions from people, and I was able to get my hack. So that is it. So my baby latched more better. I got more confident when I had another baby, and I learned to ask for help. I learned to ask for help. In my first, I had help, but not so much. But in this second, I made sure that there's help, and I rested in between. I was not exhausted. I had time to do things while It wasn't when my other friends, when they came on Tuesday after delivery, when they came and they saw me, they were like, it's not the lady that just gave birth. Because see, if you don't have tears, you don't know what God have done to you. Because this confidence, just be everywhere, you be happy, but just that don't be everywhere, because your body too have to recuperate and you have to rest. So I was fine, and they were not believing it, so we're like, they were walking, to the glory of God. So that's the thing about the breastfeeding journey. I was able to navigate it more better during my second pregnancy. So I think the difference, looking back now, that stood out for me, the difference between the first breastfeeding of my baby and this one is that we said that with the first I was trying everything. With my first I was trying everything I want to, but didn't get any result. But with my second, I followed through what I think I did not do better in the first, and I did better in it in the second, which helped me so well. And yeah, I felt alone in the first time, because I have friends that have been back before them, which I ask questions from them. But still, when you're passing through some challenges alone, you feel like it's only you. But in the second one, I was surrounded with support, I was surrounded with help. Like that mom that came around, one or two person that came around to help and all that. So it really helped. And I was able to ask questions from people better than the first. I was also not hard on myself in this second breastfeeding journey. I was not hard on myself. I took my time, and I was able to get results. So mamas, if you're on this journey, whether it's all full of tears or you're getting it well, just know that you're not alone. That's why I'm here to share my story with you, for you to get one or two lessons from it, and that is why we are here. I'm telling you that you are not alone. We are together on this journey. I've passed through one thing or the other. I know that you too, you're passing through your own phase. So please share with us in the comment section. Somebody also learned from you, from your story, because everybody's story is unique, right? But one person or the other will grab something from your story, even as you're listening to mine now. So enjoy every phase of your motherhood journey. And I know that everything will not last forever. You get better by the day. Don't beat yourself to whatever you think you did not do well. Just try your best and the baby will be fine and you also will be fine, I promise. So in conclusion, if you have other means or other method you think you have used that can help mom produce milk faster, for new mom and also for mom that are growing again, please drop it in the comment section. Let's everyone read and learn also from you, and I will be happy to also read from you. Thank you so much for watching this particular episode of this series of my motherhood journey, and I'm going to see you again in the next one. Don't forget that Heritage Mama is here for you, and you are not alone on this journey. I talk about motherhood, marriage, and relationship, so do well to see me again in the next video. Do well to share this video with your loved one. Do well to drop me a comment. Do well to like this video. See you again. Bye.